All right, round two. We have the choice again. We'll play first, and very keepable. Very good. Don't have a black. Well, no, we do have a black source. We don't have a black and red source yet, which we will be needing eventually for the pony back, but I'm confident we'll eventually get it. And yes, we still are doing the turn 1 Hate Blade, followed by turn 2 Outpost. Very likely. All right, little Hate Blade, and pass. All right. So far, so good. Blue-red. So we're looking at Teamer, or are we looking at just Sky? The world may never know. Very nice Horde Chief on turn 3. Always a solid turn progression. Next turn, we're still going to be able to attack with this with Death Touch, as well as morph in a Ponyback Brigade. All right, well, looks like Teamer to me. No plays, still, surprisingly. Guess he could Teamer Charm our Ponyback Brigade, but that's all right. I'll tolerate that. Guess I could have left up the Death Touch. Not that that's super relevant here. Then we just got a grip full of removal, so looking pretty good right now. He's got to really play something here. There we go. Well, think that we know what we're doing. We get to injure, and we also get to leave up Feet of Resistance, which is kind of nice too. Protect our morph. With a grip full of throttles. Ooh, beautiful. That worked out pretty nicely. Yeah. Concession. Very good. All right, well, that worked out. Opponent had a very slow start, playing against Teamer. Scaldkin, which is kind of mediocre. Burnaway is very good. No more information given. So with just that to go on, I think we're going to go to game 2. All right, this hand looks good to me. Albeit a bit slower, but still looks fine. All right. Got a morph of our own. Hmm. So he doesn't want to trade. That's interesting. I was actually debating whether I wanted to trade there. Ooh. Bondkin's pretty good. Yeah, I think we just play the Bondkin and attack. And if he feats a resistance, we can just buff it, kill something, give it first strike. I mean, I don't have to be so hasty, but I do kind of like leaving up the feat of resistance. So, all right, let's drop the Bondkin. Guess it could be a monastery flock. But this one would be the flock. I mean, he does have the mana to do monastery flock. It should be pretty good if it got our feat of resistance out of our hand. Alternatively, I don't necessarily have to trade or don't have to protect my War Behemoth. I don't mind trading it off. It's just a 3/6. Not like the most amazing body in the world. But I probably will trade a feat or attempt to if he blocks. Oh, he did have the flock. Well, makes it much easier. So why didn't he attack with it? It's kind of strange. All right. Pass the turn. All right. Well, I think I know something that's getting throttled. I don't want to attack into that. I think my Bondkin's a little bit better. All right. No blocks. Let's see what we're up against here. Could be a Pine Walker. Glacial Stalker. All right. It's not too intimidating. And we get to crack back on him too, which is kind of nice. Hate Blade, not bad. All right. Well, let's think about this. So I have 6 resources. I can outlast. I only have 2 white sources though. So if I outlast, then I can't do Hate Blade and leave up Feat of Resistance. I can outlast Ponyback Brigade, but then I can't leave up Feat either. I also can outlast Ponyback and Mardu Hate Blade. Yeah, that's not bad. I can't leave up the Death Touch, but it sets us up for a nice attack next turn. Alright, I think I can get behind that. Let's do a big board shift here. I could have swung, but I mean, before I played all the spells, but I think he just would have blocked, so I don't mind chilling out. Smoke Teller, not a big deal. He gets some information, but if that's the best he's got, I really don't care. Yeah, so he knows about something we're going to be unmorphing shortly anyway. No attacks. All right. That's interesting. I would have thought he'd swing with the Stalker since I don't have Death Touch up. I mean, I could block with all three, but he'd kill my two morphs, so I wouldn't have blocked. But I guess I'd have a good crackback on him. The fact that he didn't use it there is kind of interesting. Hmm. I guess we just... Guess I can injure the Smoke Teller and then attack with Hateblade, but I guess Hateblade's a little bit better defensively. I also want to start unmorphing. I guess that we... Can't quite outlast plus unmorph, which is a bit of an issue, but... I do like the outlast here. Alright, I'm going to outlast. Then we'll pass. Play a little more patiently here. Still have a good hand and still have a lot of stuff that we want to do on this board, so... Why didn't he use Smoke Teller? Does he already know what this is? I don't think he does. That's weird. I feel like he was leaving up Force Away, but that's just weird. So we've got the answer for quite a few things right now. We can answer Swift Kick and Savage Punch, Force Away. Guess Water Whirl wouldn't be bad, but that's really the best play he's got still. He could have done that on the end of my last turn, so that's kind of interesting. So he knows about a War Behemoth. And really? That's surprising that he's that concerned about it. Yeah, I mean, we protect it. Why not? I've got a couple Delve cards in here, right? I mean, if he's worried about our 3/6, then I say protect our 3/6. It's very curious to me. I feel like if I were him and not knowing what my opponent's playing, I'd be more concerned about the Ponyback Brigade or the Einok Bondken even. Guess I could have left up feet to protect Bondken, but I felt like it was too good of an opportunity to pass up on since this guy's got first strike now. That was a good draw. What do we have for resources here? 6? I guess that we just... I guess we just play the Rough Rider and then pass. We're going to have to start unmorphing and doing stuff soon. I don't want to attack with the Hate Blade because I don't like that trade for Smoke Teller. I'd rather set up for a nice... I'd rather injure it and then have my Hate Blade around to attack or block future threats. So I guess Feat of Resistancing the Burn Away does allow him to Savage Punch or Force Away our Bondkin, but we still have a pretty good board, I would say. I guess I care less about the Hate Blade block now, too. Alright, a little Hordling Outburst. It's not the end of the world. And a Morph. I think we just promptly killed a Morph now with our injury. Can't really attack with the Hate Blade for the rest of the game because he's... Well, not for the rest of the game, but you know what I'm saying. Can't do it for a little bit. Let's kill his Morph. Let's get that guy out of here. And Sagu Archer. Alright. Let's bash in with this guy, this dude, this guy, and Stalker can't block, which really doesn't leave him a ton of great blocks. Guess he could block Smoke Teller plus a couple goblins on the Rough Rider, but I don't mind that very much. Opponent's got one card left in hand. Oh, he's just blocking like that, huh? Alright. Certainly don't have a problem with that. He's taking some damage. Maybe he feared I had a trick. I'm not sure. I think we're best off just getting another pony back down. Starting to unmorph them at some point. And get a bunch of dudes. Definitely the magic number on Bondkin is 5 on this board state. He has a stop on his draw step too, which is kind of tripping me out a little bit. Ooh, little throttle, you say? Yeah, I think we just do a little swing in here. Rough Rider doing work. Looks like the Monastery Flock's doing pretty good for him, though. Alright. Well, guess we unmorph. Get some dudes. Alright. Turn worked out pretty good for us. Alright. So with Barrage of Boulders, he only takes out the tokens and a Hate Blade. It's not that big of a deal. Still can't really attack us at all. Alright, well, guess we're continuing to swing in here. I think we're just going to hard cast a War Behemoth. So I don't even need to unmorph anything. Could have done one more damage. Could have a Disdainful Stroke, but I would say that's the least of my concerns right now. All right. Well, that was a kind of weird match. Barrage Boulders, I would say overall probably pretty good against us, but he just, I don't know what his issue was that whole game. I don't know if he was getting flooded or if he just, I feel like he was timidly making combat decisions that he sort of needed to make more bold decisions on. The one I'm thinking of in particular would be the Rough Rider. He should have blocked with Smoke Teller double token, but he must have feared a trick. But I think at that point you just back against the wall. You gotta take out the Rough Rider. That thing just quickly took over the game, eliminating Glacial Stalker for like 3 turns from blocking. So yeah, played well, did well. We'll see you in round 3.